Good morning. It's Saturday, February 8th. I'm Stephanie Bertini in the Fox 5 newsroom. Thanks for joining us live here on the Fox Local app. Well, here comes the snow. We're gearing up for a weekend storm. The city should get between 1 to 3 inches, but some parts of the tri-state could see up to 6 inches of the white stuff. Bird flu concerns are ramping up in the 5 boroughs and across New York State. Several confirmed cases of the virus at local bird markets, prompting Governor Hochul to issue a temporary closure of live bird markets in several areas, including New York City. Some city lawmakers and immigration advocates are calling it a violation of sanctuary status. They're pushing back on city guidelines for workers when it comes to dealing with ICE agents. In a recently released memo, city employees were given instructions, including to allow ICE agents to enter sites if they feel threatened. That includes migrant shelters. A sewer main break is causing major headaches in a Westchester County community. It's been a problem for months. From the smell in the summer to the sidewalk and parking problems, people say they're fed up. Fox 5's Richard Giacovis reports.
The construction sign on East Hartsdale Avenue warns of men at work for most of the work week. But further down the road, that construction site is so quiet. You can hear the sound of the temporary sewer pipe that stretches across 3 buildings.
They dug everything up and then they never decided to fix it.
It is definitely an eyesore. That's for sure.
Tenants at this complex in the hamlet of Hartsdale are fed up with this eyesore. They've been looking at it and even smelling it for months.
It smells really bad too. I think it's like sewage line or something like that. So my apartment's right over here, so I get the, the smell.
A massive, nearly century-old sewer main, which was built underneath part of this complex, erupted last May. Emergency work to build a temporary pipe started immediately, but tenants say stopped after a few months. Greenburgh Town Supervisor Paul Feiner says he's doing everything he can to get it fixed.
I could tell them that we're working really hard to make sure that when the work is done, it's going to be done correctly. We're meeting daily on this. We have a lot of consultants and contractors working on this.
Tenant Brian Joyner says he's most concerned about the elderly folks who live here, especially since many of them have trouble navigating around this makeshift pipe.
A lot of senior citizens here, and it's not safe to have fewer points that they can get to and from places.
The town supervisor says contractors are here analyzing this site with plans to actually get construction going again in the early spring. Once it does, though, he says it may get worse before it gets better for these tenants. The hope is that this all gets wrapped up before summer, nearly a year since this nightmare began. We're in Hartsdale. Richard Giacovis, Fox 5 News.
This morning, the NYPD is looking for the suspect in a series of break-ins at a Staten Island church. Police say the Celestial Church of Christ in Stapleton Heights was robbed 3 times between December and January. Detectives telling us on each occasion entry was made by breaking in through a back or side door, and thousands of dollars worth of electronics, musical equipment, and cleaning supplies were stolen. Anyone with information is asked to call the police. Serving up sweet treats and life experiences, a shop on Long Island is doing something very unique. Fox 5's Jody Goldberg takes us to the Chocolate Lab in Port Washington, where adults with autism are learning to become chocolatiers.
Walk inside the Chocolate Lab in Port Washington, and you'll find something sweet inside.
It's stirring, Philip. That's beautiful.
When I'm here, I feel happy.
Kara, along with more than 24 others, used to work out of this smaller kitchen down the road, but now they have space to spread out and a storefront to sell their chocolate creations.
We make hand-dipped everything: graham crackers, animal crackers, Lorna Doones, pretzels. Have a great variety of gluten-free products.
It's a labor of love for Stella Spinacos, who co-founded the Nicholas Center. She wanted a place where her son Nicholas and other young adults with autism could take part in experiences once school finished. The Chocolate Lab started as a vocational program and molded into a social enterprise.
We're working on marketing, merchandising, communication, socialization.
And chocolate's not the only thing for sale here. They have hand-poured candles and screen-printed shirts, all designed and made by the participants.
I knew the mission, but I didn't know they had this facility. You just have to support it.
Let's have over here.
According to statistics, 85% of adults with autism are unemployed. The goal here to offer those on the spectrum a job.
My favorite part about doing it is making up small cookies. I like graham crackers the best.
They've mastered the recipe for success.
First, I get the chocolate, then I put my melter on high, then I keep stirring, then I put it on low, put the fresh one, and then I melt it.
And have the process down pat.
The confidence and the pride and the independence. They have something to give of themselves.
The sweet taste of success to fill their hearts.
I feel really excited to do things myself.
And the hearts of others.
Everybody can fit in somewhere.
On Long Island, Jody Goldberg, Fox 5 News.
No matter how hard the times may seem, don't give up our plans, don't give up our dreams.
Now to a special Fox 5 flashback. 50 years ago this week, in 1975, the Jackson 5 performed live on Wonderama, taped right here at Channel 5. And during that performance, there was one lucky fan who got the chance of a lifetime, all thanks to host Bob McAllister. Take a look.
What were you just telling me?
I told you that I love Michael.
You love Michael. What would you like to? I think it's all right. Would you like to give Michael a kiss on the cheek? I don't think you mind. Would you mind, Michael? There you go.
So that little girl's dream came true that day. Veronica's identity remains a mystery, but she sure was one of the luckiest fans in the world. All right, if you missed those trips to the video store, you can now relive those memories while also enjoying some cocktails. Fox 5's Jessica Formoso takes us inside a brand new speakeasy promising to take us back in time.
It's all about the 90s Y2K nostalgia. So when you come here, you're being transported back to the days where you could rent a videos.
Yes, she's talking about a VHS. This here is a 90s themed speakeasy that has popped up inside the Virgin Hotels off Broadway in Midtown.
Every, 20 years you think about the simpler times, right? There were no cell phones, there was nothing. We have these boom boxes that we feature, so it's almost nice to go back to think of the simpler, fun things that you could do.
The experience is called Back to the Video Store, where nostalgia and cocktails collide. Created by bucket listers, the pop-up has traveled to 9 other cities, including Miami and LA.
We just thought it would be fun to have a speakeasy vibe of a bar concept that you could come and just have some 90s feelings.
A vintage wall of VHS tapes, but there are no movies inside. What you'll see is a list of ingredients for a cocktail.
This is the main wall. This is the main cocktail wall, so you're going to see shots, you're going to see all the drink titles here. Your VHS, we've got some Men in Black, maybe a Toy Story. Do you like vodka? Do you like tequila? What's your preference for it?
What do we have here?
Okay, here you're gonna see your Jaws. We've got our little sharks inside floating around in a pool of blood. Here, of course, the famous Caucasian Big Lebowski. And then over here we have the Karate Kid. You've got your little chopsticks, little popcorn on top. Very fun.
Aside from drinks and food, you also have arcade games. Sasha and Sasha came for date night.
90s kids, so I saw it on Instagram, and I was like, oh, definitely got to check it out.
I got the Big Lebowski.
Did you try it?
I will now. It's good, yeah.
And what's a pop-up without the gram? I mean, come on. Opportunity to take a photo? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I love it. I like the blockbuster theme, and she knows that I love everything 90s, video games, all of it. So this was a great date.
Back to the Video Store is now open Wednesday through Sunday until March 8th. Tickets start at $18. You can head over to bucketlisters.com for more information.
I mean, what else can you ask for? It's a 90s vibe all the way. Do you hear the music? I got my burger, my wings, and my Karate Kid cocktail. Cheers. In Midtown, I'm Jessica Formoso, Fox 5 News.
I want to go. All right, back to the weather now. We're expecting a snowstorm this weekend with the white stuff, sleet, and rain all in the forecast. The snowstorm expected to hit tonight. Things should clear up early tomorrow. All right, that does it for us this morning. I'm Stephanie Bertini. Have a great day. And remember, Fox 5 News is always streaming here on the Fox Local app.